Welcome back, everyone. It is going to be the third place match between United Kingdom and Canada starting off right now. We're heading to Busan. I'm Leg Day, joined by my colorcaster, Gio, and I'm very excited to see who's going to be coming third in our 2018 Overwatch World Cup.
I want to say I'm not biased, but no, I'm actually
Canadian blood in you?
I actually don't. I'm completely British, which is incredibly boring.
Same. It's going to be awkward with our passports after Brexit.
Yeah.
Can't swindle any EU passports.
This got political. To answer your original question, I am very excited to see this. I think it's super exciting, A, that the UK got this far, but also I think a lot of people didn't think Canada would get this far, and especially in the group stage when the USA did better than Canada, there's this whole rivalry between Aero and Jane. Like, this is such a good opportunity for Jane to definitely sort of stamp the USA down a little bit more. So even if the UK loses, I'll take that.
Just a slice of humble pie to serve up to Aero. But humility should not be attributed to many players right now that are showing off on Canada and United Kingdom. Sure, they might be that as people, but right now they very much deserve to be arrogant because they made it this far. Before this, Crimson was very little known. You'd seen him in North American contenders, but he didn't really have that Overwatch League pedigree. Mikey A was a name around other games, but never really came into his own in Overwatch.
Yeah, absolutely. And now here they are, able to represent their countries on the big World Cup stage here in Mecca-based Canada, coming out with the Sombra Doomfist. I nearly said Somfist Doombra. And the UK on Anna Goats, which is kind of an interesting decision because you often see the more classic Zenyatta.
Yeah, though they may not have expected so many tanks, so instead opting to have this higher healing to deal with a higher DPS that's being put out straight away. Fusion's going to be afflicted with the Bardic Grenade. It's a great throwing arm there from Crimzo. We'll have to see if he can catch anyone out. Mangachu going to be a victim of that particular fire strike, and I was going to be trying to chase down Note. Some great aggression here from Fusion's Mangachu. Not the engagement you were looking for, buddy. Not quite. Going to be taken out by Kip.
Something we saw that was really important here is Mikey A using that projected barrier to cleanse Fusions of the anti-nade. I nearly said Discord Orb doesn't exist here, which is something that Canada can't do because they are not running a Zarya. So not only does that mean that they can't do that, they also won't have a Graviton Surge available, which can be really useful, especially in control points where everybody is kind of fighting around a similar area.
So Max right now just checking on Surefour. Meanwhile, SQC was taken apart while there was no one really to defend him on the side of Canada. Surefour still here. Looks like Mangachu's come in for Rumble as well. They still have control of that health back, should it be required. But of course, Mangachu can be chased down. Looks like that may well be the case at this point. Crimso's going to make for rotation here, but Canada... SQC thought he was going to be leading the charge, but Curious Sleep across the side of Air Fusions is going to be joining in. But he does have this Earth Shatter ready to go. Can lay it down. Won't be taking out anyone, though. Some great play there from SQC, outbraining the big boy Fusions.
Yeah, I think Surefour is just kind of waiting here for the signal to use his EMP, which they just didn't deem ready to use in that fight. So Canada did back off a little bit, and now here's their chance.
Boombox didn't have anything to defend himself. XQC taking him out right there. Mangachu's ready to engage. He has used most of his abilities, however, and he's face to face with a Brigida. Gonna try and hit him, but Kib managing to dodge away. Can't dodge the hands cannons, though. Smex is still here. Still got the mech. Still got some health. Still got control of the point due for United Kingdom, but no one's left. Canada will get the flip.
Yeah, it was a little bit more of a risk to go that aggressive, but if Canada didn't take the point, they were going to be pushing it really thin to be able to get it at a later time, given that the United Kingdom took it 84%. So now Canada, they just want to retain this control. Don't let the UK take it back, because if they do, this will be in one fight territory. Canada do have all these ultimates, though.
They let UK take the space. XQC caught on his own in the Graviton Surge. No one could really follow that up, and now he's trying to knock everyone off the sides. They're going to have to deal with the outside of Mecha Base. There's some cold waters out there in Seoul, South Korea, I can tell you that. XQC's falling low, but Smex is going to be taken out in the back. Note managing to get the old flank around there, and Fusions has been put to sleep, so both teams are currently down a main tank. Boombox over now on the Moira. Extra healing also going to be coming through, of course, from the triple support composition. A great projected barrier there coming out from Mikey A to save Kip on the Brigitte, but not from that. Note coming in too much damage with that self-destruct, and so for now it seems like Canada's staying in control.
Yeah, and you know, Boombox may be able to provide this extra healing, but Mangachu now on the Wrecking Ball means that if they can correctly time once his Fade has already been used, then he can easily power drive down onto the back line and prevent the United Kingdom from attaining the healing that they are been so meticulously planning to receive. But look, we can see Shawful kind of creeping around behind the UK, scouting them out, getting some damage, building up that EMP charge.
Oh, he creeping. Mikey is going to be the first to go down. Mangachu caught him out with that instant kill. Rocket Punch can't translocate out of that one, I'm afraid. But Fusion's taking too much damage. And that was not the Shadow, my son.
Ouch.
8 health in a dream, and trying to heal those guys through that bubble isn't going to work out. Cruz managing to take down XQC. Shawful still on the field. Will teleport away. Notes falling incredibly low. It's time for Boombox to get that healing done. He's going to send out the orb to make it happen. There's Banny on the Lucio, but there's Smex with the bullets to take him down. Canada on the precipice of claiming the entire point will be flipped.
This is getting so close to the wire now. Both the teams are at such similar percentages that one of these teams is about to take it. Canada are going to have to come and jump on, use these ultimates like this EMP to try and take it back off the UK.
Fusion's taken down incredibly quickly there. Coalescence wasn't enough to save him. Crimzo was managing to claim that particular life. So many people feeling critical on the point. Kib's still here with the whole hog, managing to shield himself with those blast shields from the self-destruct, which I imagine was the main purpose by which they were trying to make it happen. XQC LOSing his own healer here. Fusions is back, managing almost to get slept. There is the bardic grenade, trying to get it around this shield, trying to negotiate their way past Fusion's front line, but Canada got the flip. Can United Kingdom bring it back? Both 99 to 99, and Mikey's returned on the Sombra.
Yeah, that was almost cocky of the UK to allow themselves to back out just a tiny little bit when Canada was so close. They had 96% themselves. It would be so easy for them to take the point, but they managed to push on fast enough, and despite receiving that Bionade, Fusions has recovered, and they are dealing this damage into Canada. Overtime. It's gone down.
But it has. SQC went a little bit too deep. Kib found himself on a safari going to the zoo, threw in a hook, picked up a monkey. I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to bring those through the gift shop, but Kib doesn't care, because obviously Mako Rutledge is a dirty criminal.
I mean, I knew that, they were technologically advanced in South Korea, but having a zoo on like a little boat, because that's what Mecha Base is, really. It's just sort of like a little tiny little
fortress.
Yeah, they have zoos there. Damn. I need to go.
And also, the most pointed use of the blast shield to shield a self-destruct blast. How bloody wonderful. That was some real roleplay coming out from Kib right there.
Well, now we are ready to enter downtown, and Canada, unsurprisingly, running Mangachu on the Farah. It's a hero that he plays very well. It's very well known for. Shawful staying on the Sombra, and of course Crimzo on the Mercy to keep the Farah alive. United Kingdom playing no one who can really contest, so it'll be interesting to see how this goes. If Kib can use that hook to pull the Farah out the sky, or if they find themselves purely at Canada's mercy.
Yeah, if we think back to the South Korea series, Fletter was dealt with by Kib using this hook, but for now it seems Mangachu's a little bit too high. He's going to have to deal with taking out Shawful instead. Second picking sometimes going to be the better choice here. Mangachu still not taking much damage, but he's laying in plenty. 71% of the way towards that barrage. Schmex needs a load of healing. Everyone's going to be grouping up to get that bardic grasp off of Boombox. United Kingdom do have the point now in their control. Shawful no longer wants to mess around on that particular Sombra. Instead, he's going to be moving over onto the Hanzo. So that's a lot of damage the United Kingdom are going to have to deal with. Canada don't want to go for the goats versus goats here. Smex lost his mech, and guess what that means? Barrage is ready to come down on top of Boombox. Should have checked the weather report, didn't bring an umbrella. And he's out of there.
I don't think umbrellas actually prevent you from being hit in the face by rockets, but something United Kingdom have to really pay attention to here is how slowly Fusions has been building his ult charge. He was on 34% for what felt like quite a long time, while XQC was building up closer to that primal rage. So I have to question whether they are getting as much value out of their tank choices as they would like to believe.
It seems like Fusions is like reduced to being a shield bot at some points, because of course he's dealing with so much long range damage. Needs to keep everyone safe. Mikey ready to come out with this EMP. It does seem like Crimzo has popped his Valkyrie. Will he be able to get to Shawful in time for the healing? He is indeed there. You can see it, but not enough to take him away from Fusions and his Fire Strike. Mangachu is still above and building up towards that barrage, and XQC is alone on a point. Crimzo will be able to come back and give him that healing should it be required. You can see he's being escorted here by Banny. Boombox, having used his fade, is now a major target for Mangachu to rain down these rockets from below. Going to miss the concussive blast. No utility to be gained out of that. Smex is going to win the Diva Duel. That's a great boon for the United Kingdom here. Another barrage, this time trying to take out Boombox as a sound barrier to keep him nice and hardy. No one's going to be dying right here. Smex is winning the Baby Diva on Baby Diva. These pilots are absolutely ferocious and furious. And you know who else is going to be furious? Canada, because their point has been taken.
Yeah, it's interesting the UK actually managed to get that because they looked so surrounded at the start, and when Shawfall brought out that Dragon Strike that prevented Fusions from moving forward on the victims that he'd earth-shattered, I was really concerned as to whether the UK were even going to get any value out of the ultimates, but turned out they did. However, Canada coming in, they have the self-destruct ready to go. They're fairly close to another Dragon Strike, which is just a testament to how much Shawfall is doing. It'll be interesting here to see if Fusions ends up going more aggressive, as it looks like he is.
Fusion's gone incredibly aggressive, but this may well open for the remainder of his team to a self-destruct. There's no, he's going to make it try and work. Boombox going to have to fade away. No one going to be claimed right here, but did give space for the resurrection. Shawfall is back, and he's got a load of arrows for you to deal with. Eyes on Crimso right now. Boombox trying to make it work. There's the pick. Will actually claim them, and now United Kingdom, they're about one fight away from claiming the entirety of Busan.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing that we have to pay attention to is the fact that without the Zenyatta, they don't have these Discord orbs and they don't have the extra damage. So when we saw Boombox bring out his Coalescence there, I actually saw it going straight onto Mangachu as almost an offensive Coalescence, where usually you see it to heal up the tanks.
Bunny's gone down. Mikey is going to be joining the Mangachu straight up above. Thought he could catch him out with a barrage, but all he got was Smex and a loss of life for his troubles. It's going to be no on the point, triggering overtime, but he's going to have to deal with Kib. He's going to have to deal with so many members of the UK here. Going to try for the kill, but no such luck. Even before he's been demexed, his pilot's been taken out, and for revenge shook. Kib's on a roll right here. Canada can't touch the point, and United Kingdom will take the lead in us bronze medal series.
Yeah, that was a really interesting point, actually, because at the start, I really questioned whether the UK were going to do that well, given the fact that they had this very ground-centric composition. There's a lot of high ground on this map. And, you know, Canada, they were coming in with Shawfall on the Hanzo. He could stay far away. Originally, he was on the Sombra. There was this big risk of hack. Mangachu in the sky. But it just turned out, in the end, the UK were able to take it.
Yeah, they were.